Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is That Spiritual Goddess, and this reading is going to be for Gemini, and this is what your angels want you to know. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll dive right into it. So, right now, what the angels are talking about is ease and grace. Okay, so basically, what they're telling me right now, Gemini, is y'all are stressed out. Something fierce, okay? Something has got you guys seriously stressed out, and what the guys are telling me to tell you right now is you need to seriously stop and like take a beat for real. You need to breathe, relax, plan, and just learn that like sometimes you're put in a situation and it's like you're forced to deal with it. But when you're forced to deal with it, it's almost like they're saying, don't allow your energy to start running amok. And it's like now you're scrambling because it's like you're in this position now and it's like you're trying to find a way out because it's like you end up creating more chaos that way versus being like, all right, so this is where I'm at. This is the situation that I'm in. I got to figure this out. And it's like really being able to like stop and ground yourself and take a beat and like really take a look around what's going on, like really take in your surroundings, and if this is about a situation, really take a look at the situation, what is going on, and with that it's like once you realize or you come to terms with what it is, what the problem is, it's like now you have that and it's like, all right, I got the problem, how do I fix the problem? And now you start finding ways to go about fixing that problem. But it's like the universe is telling you, do it with ease and grace. Like, don't allow your energy to be crazy. And it's like, don't put so much pressure on yourself to be perfect. And it's like, you've got all of these things about you that you have to fix because there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing with you that you have to fix. Okay, as humans we all have our flaws and our conditions, okay, and it's like sometimes they mesh very well with people and then other times they just don't, and that is life. Okay, the people that you're with, you're meant to be with people for a reason. There's going to be lessons, growth, evolution, happiness, prosperity. There's going to be a lot of things that come out of these connections and the relationships that we have with people. So it's like sometimes you have to just take shit with ease and grace and come to terms with sometimes something's meant for, and then other times it's not. Like, stop fighting yourself on it. And now what's crazy with these cards is this was to get it a little bit more in depth. Like, all right, well, what are we talking about with the whole ease and grace? And what's crazy is I just did Taurus before this reading, and they not only got these three exact same cards, but they got them in the exact same placement as you did. And you can't chalk up my readings to like, well, maybe she didn't shuffle good, because I shuffle three times, three different ways every single reading. Okay, even if I'm doing the same reading and I ask a different question, I still re-blow on it and reshuffle it in my way because I just feel like that's what I got to do. I just that's my way of doing things. So yeah, to me it was crazy, and I was like, damn, okay, so it's not just Taurus is going through it, Gemini's going through it too. Okay, so now this collaborates too with the ease and grace, because right here we got the Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Moon, and the only card that separated your reading from Taurus besides your theme card and your advice card was the bottom card, which is the Two of Wands. So now with this Nine of Swords, it's all about unfounded fear, okay? Unfounded anxiety. It's fears and anxiety that you're dealing with right now that doesn't need to be there. It only exists because you allow it to exist. And the moment that you tell it that it doesn't serve a place and it's not necessary, you no longer need to dwell on it, just like that, it'll be gone. But that fear and that anxiety is there because you allow it to. But the universe is also trying to tell you now with this Nine of Swords that the longer you allow all of this unnecessary fear and anxiety and negative thoughts to take up the time and space in your mind, also be mindful that you're sending out those vibrations to the universe that like, hey, I want more of this. So the universe will continuously give you more reasons to be fearful, to be anxious, to have negative thoughts, to be like, oh, my life sucks, because you're so stuck in this, you're stuck on this energetic level where it's like you're in the negative. So you're only going to attract where you're vibing at. So when you allow yourself to stay in this type of environment where like you're just down and out and you're not even doing anything to help yourself change it, and you're just allowing that negativity to stay with you, when all of that bad shit comes in, the universe is more or less saying like, take it with ease and grace, because you really have nobody to blame but yourself. Because it's like everything changes the moment that you do. Like right here with the Empress talks about, it's time to take action. Okay, it's time to start giving birth to your dreams and your aspirations and your happiness. It's like the universe is telling you, like, instead of dedicating all of this time and this energy and these emotions on being fearful and anxious, like, take that same energy, that same hype, and bring it to something that's going to benefit you and grow you as an individual and as a person. Okay, it's talking about doing some creative projects. Okay, and these creative projects could be very successful for you. Okay, especially when you're putting the time and the emotion and the dedication into it, it can end up being a very abundant and prosperous thing for you. So definitely make sure you're taking the time to explore these little ideas while you've got the time to do so. And right here with this moon card, the moon card is talking about listen to your intuition and make sure that you're paying attention to the signs that the universe is trying to send to you. And it's like, yes, it's not going to be signs that are in flashing lights and these big ass poster boards with your name on it being like, hey, Gemini, be aware of this, or pay attention to this today, or look out for this. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be little subtle shit. A song you might hear on the radio, looking at the time and seeing a certain number, um, a smell, a fragrance, a scent, a phrase that somebody says. It's going to be little shit. So that's why it's like the universe is saying, keep your eyes open, be mindful of everything that's going on around you, because the universe is trying to give you little subtle hints that you're on the right path. But got to make sure that you're actually taking the steps to change shit and make it for the better, because the longer that you sit here with this negative vibe and this negative emotion, you're just going to continue to attract that to you. And it's like, you can't curse the world, you can't curse God, you can't curse anybody else, because you're sitting with it and you're allowing yourself to sit with it. So like, it doesn't change until you do. All right. And with this Two of Wands, the Two of Wands talks about, again, taking the next steps to bettering yourself. Okay. This also talks about bold and ambitious choices that you might decide that you want to make. Like maybe you're talking about, you know what, to break this funk, I really need to go big or go home. This also talks about a new partnership with somebody that might share the same kinds of like goals or dreams or aspirations that you do. Okay. This is expanding plans and like moving forward in a new direction with a new sense of clarity and a new sense of being. Okay. And now for your bonus card and your advice card, you got gold. And the gold card says, you don't need someone else to fix you. And you can see in her hand, she's holding a broken cup and it's all glued in with gold. Okay. And now this card is a reminder for you to know that if anybody is trying to tell you that there's things about you that you need to fix or things about you that you need to change, no, don't listen to them, because that's them projecting their own shit onto you. Because if it bothers them that much, they need to be asking themselves, why? Why is it that this and this and this, or whatever the case may be about me, why does it bother you so much? You need to be asking yourself, why are you so triggered by my shit? That's something that they need to heal from. Okay, because it's like, if you've healed from something, or you've coped from something, or you've learned and dealt from certain things and situations that would cause you to have a certain emotional response, it's like shit like that won't bother you. But when you have somebody that it's like all these little things bother them, they got their own type of healing that they need to do. So that way, stupid little insignificant things don't trigger them. That's somebody that's completely not healed, and they've got their own shit that they have to work through. Okay, and that's just projection. So don't be taking that seriously when anybody starts projecting their shit onto you, telling you that there's things about you that you need to fix, because there isn't. You're perfect as you are, and any kind of flaws or any kind of changes that you want to make Make sure that you're doing it because it's something that you want to do for you to better yourself as a person, and not because you feel like you have to do this for other people because you might get respect more, or people might treat you better, or maybe, you'll be more dateable, or whatever the case may be, how that resonates for you. Don't let anybody come in and try to fix you or change shit about you. And the only time that you should try to change anything about yourself is if it's something that you genuinely don't like about yourself, and you feel like changing it is going to change you for the better and make you feel like more of a complete human being, okay? But this is your message, Gemini. I do hope that this resonates with you. And if it doesn't, hopefully the next one will. Until I talk to you guys next time, take care. Bye.